Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everyone out there doing? I know I've been missing for a minute and I'm back. Dropping this video because there's an issue that I've been having with my horn. And this is my airbag module I took out. But for you guys that have these Lincolns and you're trying to tackle something that's happening with your vehicle, I highly suggest you get a workshop manual. This book is invaluable. It helps you narrow down everything that works with whatever you're looking at. So here's the story. One day, or I should say one morning, I was asleep, comfortable as it could ever be. Next thing I heard was a startling horn sound. I woke up, I heard my horn just constantly blowing, just like as if someone was just holding down that steering wheel pad and just holding it. I come outside, the lights aren't flashing, it's just the horn. I start the car up, thinking maybe if I start the car up, the horn will quit. But when I start the car up, the horn is still blowing. I press my key fobs aren't working. So at this point, I'm just like, whoa, what do I do? You know, I'm getting a headache. It's blowing still. I come inside the vehicle and I push the horn. I just give it one push and it stops. It completely stops blowing. So I'm like, wow, that is weird. So then I don't think nothing about it. I don't think nothing of it. The next day, it happens again. Same time, same hour. And I'm like, this has got to be some kind of hocus pocus or something, because this is the same time that this is going off as it was yesterday. Come outside, the same thing. But this time I don't start the vehicle. I just come inside the door. I come inside the car and I just touch the steering wheel pad and the horn shuts off. And then it hits me. That steering wheel pad is really, really sensitive. Before I even fixed this, when this was installed in the vehicle and everything was hooked up except the horn, I would come right here and I would just barely with my finger just apply gently pressure on this Lincoln logo. And when I would do that, I could hear the horn relay clicking. So any firm press that I was doing, like this, I would hear the relay click, click, click. But it was not a lot of pressure. It was very, very minimal pressure I would touch with this. I could go like this with my finger and touch it. And the horn, you could hear the relay clicking for the horn. And it occurred to me, that horn pad is faulty, or something is causing the horn pad to touch or make contact with. So fast forward today. I know I've been ranting a little bit, I'm sorry, but just want to give you guys a good little story. Fast forward today. I come home from work. I opened all this up. Now the book says that these horn pad switch is part of the driver's side airbag module. So if I really wanted to replace this horn bag module, I would have to go to salvage yard and take a whole nother unit off and bring it back. But I didn't want to do that. You know, I was really determined to fix this. And what I did was open all these screws, take this plate off, take the airbag off, and what you're left with is like a wall. It's kind of like little melted rivets all the way around on the inside, and underneath that is the horn switch. And when I did open it up, I should have made a video and show you guys how I did it, but I was really determined to get this fixed. I don't have a lot of time to do it, but I just wanted to make this video and show you guys what I did. And I know I'm not really showing you what I did, but it's to give you an idea if something like this happens to you, of what I'm telling you will give you an idea. So yeah, I mean, I opened all this up and I took this plate off, took the airbag out, and there was a wall of plastic rivets all the way around the inside, and I took that off. It's very hard to get off. It's very difficult. I used a blade and I went around all the way around and I cut all the little tabs off. They're like melted on and it's not something you could just pull off. So I got a razor blade and I cut them all the way around off. And when I did that, that little plate that's in between this outside cover is the horn switch. I took the horn switch out and I noticed it was kind of like, I wouldn't say wet, but it looked like there were some stains. I'll just say water stains, watermark stains. And I didn't like that, and I knew from that moment on, when I seen that was my issue. So I took it out, I cleaned it, I wiped it down, and I reinstalled it. Now this is where I'm at right now with you guys. So overall, if you guys have these Lincolns and one morning, your horn just starts blaring nonstop, my problem was the horn switch. But if you guys are having this problem, okay, this is the book, workshop book for the 2000 models. Now I'm pretty sure it will be the same for the 98 and 99, the 01 and 02, possibly. Because what I'm reading is that the steering wheel pad horn switch is part of the driver's side airbag module. Now, the horn system includes the following: the power distribution box, the horn relay, the actual horn itself, the airbag sliding contact, the steering wheel control switch harness, and the steering wheel pad horn switch, part of the driver's side airbag module. Now I already tested the relay with my multimeter. I tested the relay itself. I went inside the vehicle. I tested the circuit. This is your airbag harness right here. This is your horn circuit. I tested the horn circuit. It has continuity, so there's no wires broken. Now the book says that also your LCM could be at fault because there is a horn relay ground in the LCM. And I'm going to show you guys right now from the book. So bear with me and I'll show you my page. Alright. So here we are. Now this was my problem. The horn sounds continuously. And it gives you different type of test conditions. Check your horn relay, check circuit 6, the yellow and light green wire from the airbag sliding contact. And also just tell you, does the horn continue to sound for this test condition? And it gives you answers for the horn relay. Is the horn relay okay? To check the horn relay, check the horn circuit, yada yada yada. Go to the next place. It also tells you to check the lighting control module. And also tells you check airbag sliding contact, check steering wheel switch harness. And then it gives you the component test. So if you want to test your horn relay, it gives you the pins. You want to apply power to the relay, use a 9-volt battery, a multimeter, and it'll work. That's what I did, at least. If you want to check relay continuity, this is what I did. You want to check relay operation. So it gives you all these component tests of what you're doing and what you want to do. Now, I studied this book. I went over it. I don't believe it was my LCM. I didn't believe it was my airbag sliding contact. I didn't believe it was my relay or anything like that, because it just started happening out of nowhere. Like I said, one morning it just started blowing, and it doesn't stop. It stops when it's warm. I notice when it's outside, when it's warm, it stops. But when it's really cold in the morning, it seems to make contact, or it seems to act up, I'll say. And I didn't believe it was anything that had to do inside, behind the steering wheel. I didn't believe it had anything to do with in here. You know, there's just no way. Sometimes this car, it doesn't get used as much. So there's no abuse to it. I don't even use the horn. I don't even press the horn pad to use it at times. I really don't. This horn is rarely used. I even went as far as deactivating the horn and chirp feature when I use my key fob. I even deactivated that. So I knew there was no problem with the horn or the airbag sliding contact or anything that the anything that the horn works with. I'll show you right here. I know, I'm sorry guys. I know I'm all over the place and you're trying to understand what I'm doing or explaining, but yeah, this is a horn system of everything that works with the horn. And the only reason how I figured out my horn switch was bad was, like I was telling you, I could barely touch the linkage symbol with my finger, just barely apply any pressure, and you could hear the relay click. When I would press it to activate the horn, I have it disconnected down here, but when I would press it, you could hear the relay clicking, and I just thought that was very odd. You shouldn't have, the steering pad shouldn't be that sensitive to where you could barely apply any pressure with your finger and use the horn that way. So I knew that was not normal, and that was my first clue that was the problem. So if that wasn't the problem and the horn switch was fine, then I would have had to been a little bit more detective and went in more depth of maybe, the wires down here were messed up or something. But I'm going to end this video, guys. I know I was all over the video ranting, explaining all kinds of different stuff. It was a long day for me. I just got off work and I've been thinking about this car and this horn, and finally decided to roll up my sleeves and get to working on this, because it really bothers me and it's not normal. So I decided I needed to fix it. And you do anything with the car, guys, you guys got to know this. When you do anything with the car electrical, disconnect your batteries. Always disconnect your batteries. So I'm sorry, like I said, I'm tired and just want to hurry up and get this done. I didn't show you guys me opening this and showing the horn switch, but it's nothing to it. I mean, you could look at other videos and show you the horn switch of other Ford products. But I will tell you guys, if you want to replace this horn switch, it is not possible. You have to go to a salvage yard and get one off the junkyard if your horn switch is bad. On my case, the contacts were touching. This contact was touching the horn pad, and I had to bend it in place. And I think this was my issue. Somehow this got pressed so much that it was making contact with the horn enough to activate it. So yeah, I'm gonna plug everything in and finish this and button it all up, and hopefully I'm gonna connect everything. I feel pretty confident that I fixed my issue, but I'm gonna connect the horn. I'm gonna plug in the relay, and tonight, this morning, the relay was grounded, so I knew that something up front, and I already knew it was the horn switch, but something up front was activating this relay switch. And it can't be my horn because I have it disconnected. So I'm glad that I was able to spot that and catch it and fix it. So you guys, as always, have any questions, please drop them. I'm always here to answer you and help you. And hope you guys enjoy this video. And I will post another video of an update. And if it works, then you guys will be the first to know. You guys stay blessed.